This afternoon, I received and I accepted Minister Bernier's resignation from the Cabinet. Minister Bernier has learned and informed me that he left classified government documents in a non-secure location. This is a serious error. The Minister has accepted his responsibilities in offering to resign.
Prime Minister, he's admitted to saying that that the documents were in a non-secure location, but surely there are other issues at play here with Madame Couillard going on TVA this evening and the allegations that she was involved with organized crime and bidding on government contracts for airport security. I mean, was that what really was the final straw? No,
this is about one thing, and that is a failure to uphold expected standards on government documents. It is a very serious mistake, regardless of who the minister is, regardless of personal life, to leave classified documents in an unsecure location. This is a serious error. The minister has recognized this error himself and offered to resign. Let me just be very clear about this. This is not to do with the minister's private life or the life of a private citizen, 99% of which I think is completely off bounds. I don't think it matters who a minister is dating. I don't think it matters anything about the private life of some private citizen. What matters here is that rules respecting government classified documents were broken. It obviously was not done on purpose. It was a mistake, but it doesn't matter. It was clearly done. And that has to be treated appropriately. There are precedents, and this obviously is a warning to all ministers. I thank Minister Bernier for recognizing the error himself.
How disappointed were you to learn that this had happened? How long ago did he know? Had he known for weeks that this had happened and just hadn't told you?
First of all, obviously, I'm very disappointed. I'm obviously very disappointed for the government, disappointed for Maxime. I think it's very unfortunate. Maxime became aware of this. He told me late last evening and informed me, as I say, this afternoon. And so we spent the last couple of hours, I accepted his resignation right away, and we've spent the last couple of hours putting the mechanisms in place for the transition.
I've had a document, and what happened is that Maxime came to my house, and the document in question was left at my house.
What kind of document?
And for now, what I can tell you about this is that that document made me very uncomfortable, and I was referred to a top lawyer in that field to tell me how to react and what to do. What was the proper legal thing, the proper legal procedures in a situation like that. And I proceeded, I was told by my lawyer that the document in question was the property of our government and it had to be returned to them.
Will the government confirm that the documents that lay around Julie Couillard's room for 5 weeks were classified briefing notes relating to the Bucharest summit and our mission in Afghanistan? Will the government then explain why it took them 5 weeks to realize the documents were missing? And finally, will the government explain how the Prime Minister, who's now in Paris, is going to explain to President Sarkozy of France that Canada can still be trusted with confidential information?
There were a number of questions included there that 35 seconds don't give me time to answer. However, I will say that in terms of the documents, well, if they want to hear the answer, they can listen to it. If they don't want to hear the answer, they can keep talking, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, this is the conduct that has left the reputation of this government in tatters.
As for the content of the documents, I think we're all aware now that those were a mix of publicly available documents as well as some classified documents. They were all, of course, in preparation for the NATO summit in Bucharest. I hear again, they don't want to hear the answer, but I'm not surprised. I will not, however, discuss classified documents in the House.
Why did it take the government 5 weeks to discover the documents were missing? And why did it take the government 5 weeks to ask a question either of the member from Beauce, the former minister, or of Madame Couillard? Why did you sit on your duffs and do nothing for 5 weeks about an
This government, as soon as we became aware You know, either they want to hear answers or they want to make funny speeches. It's a question period. I'm here to answer.